Well, we got started in this field this morning. We've been in corn now for, God, it's a week maybe, something like that. Anyway, the end is actually in sight, and we got this field to do, which it goes, door's gonna hit my arm. It goes past those trees a ways. I'm not sure how many acres are here, 90 or 100, something like that. And we are using the trucks today. This is quite a ways away from our bins. So we are using the trucks. Put one load in this, got pretty much the front into the back. And gotta wait for them to dump again. Only did a partial fill because it's a little damp out there. The ground's wet in spots, and so decided might do a partial dump so the wagon doesn't get so heavy and cause trouble. So gotta get this filled up and then be taking this into our bins. After we get this field done, there's another field. It's a few miles off that way. We'll be getting into that later on today and probably finishing that up tomorrow. And then after that, the end is really getting close. There's one field right next to town. If you watched my other videos, we did soybeans out of that field. The other half of it's corn right on the edge of town. And that's going to be going into our bins too, I believe, unless we run out of room. And then we have one other fairly big field and then a couple other little spots that aren't going to take too terribly long. Today is Monday, and I'm thinking we're probably going to get done with harvest hopefully on Thursday. Might be Friday, but hopefully Thursday. I think there's a chance of rain coming in, I think Friday. So hopefully we beat the rain and get this all done, and the hectic days will be over. Down there is full. Now we're transferring corn from the wet bin, going up there, and it's going to the bin on the other side. Going into that bin back there. morning. Wasn't this guy. So now we head back over to that field, get another load, and bring her on back. Well, we're making progress over here. I just don't have a lot of time to record much. It's just go as fast and as hard as we can, turn and burn, get back to the field, get back to the bin, and make it happen. There's not a whole lot left here. I'm guessing this load, and I'll probably get one, maybe two more loads. This is the bean field we were in, I don't know, a couple days ago. Well, more than that. In my previous video, I think we were in that bean field. And now we're down. And now we're down here in this field. Just got there. Looks like I didn't need to come quite so soon. Headland's not even off yet. But there's 80 acres there. And then right over here, there's another little 40-acre field right here. And back up here at the bin unloading again. Back and forth, back and forth. Should be getting about empty. Can't really see in there very good. Should be about done though. That's about as good as you're gonna get it unloading with a chute. Gotta get this back up. Talk more about that here in a second. Well, I don't have as much time as I thought. I showed up here, he's ready to dump in my truck. But I've had a lot of people ask, why aren't we using trucks? We use tractors and wagons quite a bit. And there's reasons for everything we do. Tractors and wagons for us just works. Most of our farms are real close. Tractors and wagons, there's only 4 of us that have a license to drive the trucks. My dad, me, my uncle, and my cousin. And usually my dad or my uncle is in the combine, and then one of them usually is driving the auger wagon. Somebody's going to be driving the auger wagon. My cousin's running the auger wagon today, but usually around home, tractors and wagons work real good. And like you saw with these trucks, we don't have a pit, so you can't unload out the bottom of the hopper of the truck. You have to unload out the chute on the side, and when you do that, you don't get all the corn out. And basically, with the corn left in the truck, a wagon will hold as much as one of these trucks when you can't drop all the corn out of it. Plus, with tractors that go 30 miles an hour, it just works out better for us running tractors and wagons a lot of the time. But when we're over here across the river, trucks work better. Hope that makes a little bit of sense. I have to get out, put the tarp up on the back of the truck here, hit the road. I've had other people ask, why aren't you using the grain cart, quote unquote? We call it the auger wagon, grain cart, auger wagon, whatever. Well, when we're pulling wagons around out in the field, usually we just unload it on the go right into the wagon instead of using the auger wagon. This year we couldn't do that because it's so darn wet. There's a lot of years we barely use the auger wagon, except when we go across the river here. And a lot of times we don't use trucks hardly at all, except for when we go across the river. We're usually using the trucks in beans. Didn't do it this year because the fields were just too wet. Pull one of these trucks out in the field, it's going to get stuck. And if you did watch, I don't know, my first video or two, you saw that we unloaded out on the road, which works. Don't like doing that, but it does work. Trees are all turning color. Gotta slow down a little bit before I go around this curve. It's the next morning, and we're gonna have this field done here shortly. I think there's probably only about, I don't know, 15 acres left maybe in this field. This won't take long at all. And then we're gonna jump over across the road, whip that out of there. Should be done, I'm guessing done over here about noon. And the end is in sight. We may get done tomorrow, which tomorrow is Wednesday. Chances are it's probably gonna run into Thursday. But it's amazing how far behind it seemed like we were. And now I think we're gonna end up done sooner than we were last year. Last year was kind of a wet harvest, and I don't think we got done. I know it ran into November, so I think we're gonna get done before November. And the past couple of years I've got a lot more corn harvest video than I had bean harvest. This year seems to be the other way around. Now I'm back in the tractor. I'm taking this wagon uptown. Doesn't have much corn in it, but we kind of overflowed a bin last night. Not too bad, but a little bit. And got this all sucked up and put it in the wagon, but might have some rocks and that kind of stuff in it, so gonna go and load it in town. So we're out here in this field now. I'm gonna try to get this done this afternoon. I'm pretty sure we will. Sounds like there's a chance of rain starting on Friday, clear through next week, and I think we'll be done ahead of that. Well, we've been hammering away at this field here. I think there's 72 acres or something like that here. And that spot right there, that's where a pond was earlier this year. And I believe we are just about halfway done, and it's about 20 to 4. I'm hoping to be done by 6 o'clock. My daughter wants steak for supper, and I think that sounds pretty tasty myself. So hopefully we can keep going here, nothing breaks down, and we get her done. I do know everybody's getting pretty darn tired. Well, I actually got in early tonight. Right now it's about 20 to 6. Actually, I think that's a little behind. It's probably about 1/4 to 6. And I got to come in early. Everybody else was kind of taking breaks, and my uncle came out. He was going to run my tractor, said he was home and had nothing else to do anyway. They're in the field, it's right over there, the tractor turning at the corner. I don't know if you can see that or not. But that's where they are. Not a whole lot left, maybe an hour left. And then everybody's gonna quit for the night. Been a long last 2 or 3 days. And of course the heater kicks on. Don't think we're gonna get done tomorrow, but I do think we're gonna get done Thursday. Everybody wants to get done on Thursday because there's a chance of rain on Friday and on and off for the next week. So we definitely want to get done on Thursday. Tomorrow we're going out to a field that's about 1 mile south of here. Gonna try and knock that out. And then over by one of our bin sites, there's a pretty good patch left there. I'm not sure how many acres are left there. We're gonna try to get both of those done tomorrow, and then kind of hoping it does rain, because everybody needs a break right now. Everybody's tired and need a little break. And then after that we're going to have disc gripping to do. I think that takes about a week usually. And after that, putting on anhydrous. Once we get all that done, I'm probably going to take a few days, maybe a week off of doing much of anything. And then we're going to get back to work on the Bronco. I also want to say, I know I have a couple of things at least down at my P.O. box I just haven't been able to get down there to pick up anything. There's also some stickers that need to be sent out, and I'm out of stamps. They're going to be delayed just a little bit. I should be getting them out here in a couple of days, so if you ordered stickers, hang in there, they're coming. I'm going to get them out here just as soon as I can. And if you have anything that you'd like to send in the P.O. box, such as license plates for the license plate wall, treats for George, Jesse, or Buddy, or anything else that you want to send into the Fox shop, links down in the description. There's also a link down there for t-shirts, hoodies, that kind of stuff. I also believe it's under all of my videos. There's links to shirts and stuff now, so you can check those out if you want. I know I'm going to order me at least a couple new hoodies here shortly. So I'm going to call it a night. I'm going to head up the house and edit this thing. Give it a thumbs up, comment down below, subscribe if you haven't already, and we'll catch you next time. Bye-bye.